Hello my peaches, what's up? I am Pratha and welcome to today's video. So many of you guys have been requesting for floral body mist, like a dedicated floral body mist collection video. So though I don't have too many, like I have a lot of body mists, but most of them are leaning gourmand or fruity. So I thought whatever I have in my collection, let's just talk about it in this video. And without wasting any more time, let's quickly roll the intro. Before we start, I want to tell you that my preference of fragrances is always either gourmands or smooth freshies, or if I'm liking a floral, it has to have a lot of vanilla in it. So I am not a typical floral fragrance lover, but still there are some in here that really impress me and I swear by them. So keep watching till the end to know which ones I'm talking about right now. Let's start with Dark Velvet Oud. Now Dark Velvet Oud is a very simple oudi, rosy, sweet fragrance, and there is absolutely nothing complicated about it. I can say that I used to own Shagaf Oud back in the days, which is a Dufour Lancome Oud bouquet. This is like an even lighter and lifted version of that and slightly modern version of that. Because the prices on Shagaf Oud are so high, it's literally, I think, between 4 to 5,000 rupees right now. So I would highly recommend that you look into Dark Oud if you like the sweet rose oud fragrance combination. I will genuinely tell you, this is something that I do not put on myself because I'm not an oud lover, but I like it on other people. Honestly, I do. So maybe it's just me who can't take it on my own self, but I like it when other people around me put this on themselves. It's definitely like slightly modern lifted version of Shagaf Oud. So if you like oud rose sweet combination, you must look into this. Before we move forward, I would like to mention, since I don't own the bottle right now because I decluttered it again, because floral fragrances is not something that I go crazy for or reach out for again and again. But Pure Wonder is a very unique, classy blend which is warm and cold at the same time. It has a very clean, freshly washed laundry kind of a vibe. It kind of smells like a detergent, but in a very good way, like in a very fresh and a very classy way. And that is something which is very appropriate for people going to office, and you will not regret buying Pure Wonder, to be honest. But it's just not something that I go for, but it's a perfect summer floral. Like, it's a unique take on a floral fragrance, to be honest. If you are a pure floral fragrance lover, you will definitely end up liking Pure Wonder. It's slightly on the sharper side of things. It's not like a smooth floral. It's sharp, it's musky, but it also has this white amber in it, which is kind of making it cold and warm at the same time. Like, if you do not put too much brain into it and you do not try breaking down the notes, it smells like freshly washed, crisp laundry. That is what it smells like to me. So if that is something you're interested in, you must look into Pure Wonder. Another fragrance that I decluttered, and I do not regret doing so because I'm not a rose fragrance lover, and the one I'm talking about is Youre the One from Bath & Body Works again. Youre the One is a beautiful combination of strawberry nectar along with rose, and this combination of both, this beautiful balance of the sweet strawberry and the fresh rose, is very beautiful. For any rose fragrance lover out there, this is going to be again a unique take on a simple rose fragrance, and it's very feminine, it's slightly grown up. Same goes for Pure Wonder. That one is also kind of grown up. So it's grown up, it's romantic, and it's very feminine. Do not get confused by me decluttering it or not liking it, because I used it quite a lot when I had it. I was like going crazy for it, back to back, using it every single day, and that is how I got bored of it and decluttered the rest half of the bottle. But I can say that it's a beautiful, super feminine, pretty and romantic take on a rose fragrance for sure. Now the next fragrance that I always swear by is FAIRYTALE from Bath & Body Works. Fairy Tale is a beautiful combination of pomegranate, orange blossom, and vanilla bean. This is more dominantly a vanilla and pomegranate fragrance, but orange blossom is really lifting it and making it a fresh fragrance for sure. This is a dupe for YSL Libre. I have tried YSL Libre so many times, and then when I owned this, I was like literally the same. So there is absolutely no difference in them. This might be like a little lighter, but still, even after being a little light, it performs for 8 hours, like 6 hours plus for sure. So yeah, it's great purchase, but you will only find it in the sale days. It's not necessary that it will come on the website, but it's a beautiful floral fragrance if you like that slight sweetness, along with very slight sweetness, but more like a fashionista kind of a very modern fragrance in here, which is mainly vanilla in the air, but that vanilla is very lifted from orange blossom and pomegranate. So it's a unique blend in here which is hard to explain, and if you're a floral fragrance lover and you want a unique floral, this is definitely something you must own. Let's switch things up a little and talk about Skin Body Mist, which is Citrus Zest. Now this is something which starts off a little sweet and citrusy, and I just feel that it, instead of the mandarin orange, it also has the sweet lemon in it in the opening, but that sweetness kind of quickly dies down and all the florals in it takes over. Now these florals in it mix with the citrusiness and goes down to the base for a sharp muskiness. So I would have liked it more if it would have been on the smoother side of things, but for a floral fragrance lover, this is quite a good fragrance. But I will be honest with you, it kind of falls in the generic category of citrusy florals, so do not expect too much out of it. But if you're looking for a simple floral, sharp and musky kind of citrus, this is definitely something you can look in the direction of. And all the sweetness that I'm talking about in the top does not stay till the end, so don't worry, in the dry down you're just going to get a zesty, citrusy and sharp musky floral. That is what you're going to get in here. And now moving on to the next one. The next fragrance is a total love of mine. It literally wins my heart every time I spray it on myself, and I'm talking about Gingham from Bath and Body Works. This is one fragrance that everybody should have, whether you are a floral fragrance lover or not. You will not dislike this fragrance. Now when I say that Pure Wonder is a detergent kind of fragrance which has a very unique fragrance to it, I would like to say this is again a fresh laundry kind of fragrance, but it is not the detergent fragrance. It is the fabric softener or the fabric conditioner kind of fragrance, which smells very nice and feminine. It's a sweet freesia and musky fragrance in here. It has the notes of blue freesia, white peach, fresh clementines and violet. This is a beautiful blend of sweet floraliness which has kind of a bright muskiness to it, which is not sharp. In my personal opinion, it is kind of a smooth, freshly washed laundry kind of a fragrance in here, which is so amazing. And I just cannot get enough of this fragrance, even after owning it from such a long time and after using it quite a lot. I still do not get over this, and I love it every time I sniff on it. I was personally staying away from this fragrance for the longest time possible because I was thinking that this is going to be an aquatic because of the color and everything. Never paid attention to the print that is here. It literally smells like a freshly washed gingham print blue shirt. So whether you are a floral lover or not, you will end up loving this fragrance. Trust me on that. This is going to become your go-to summer fragrance, like from the very first spray. Now this next fragrance, I'm not a very huge fan of it, and I'm talking about Beautiful Day. Now for me, there are certain fragrances which are very similar to each other. I would like to mention Confetti Daydream and Butterfly from Bath and Body Works, and then Beautiful Day. These are all three very similar kind of fragrances. There is nothing very outstanding about it. It's just a nice, slightly sweet floral which is sharp and musky. Nothing else, absolutely nothing else to it. That floral fragrance is very generic, and I just feel that it's going to be a nice fragrance for somebody who likes sticking to their florals. So for them, this is going to be a easy grab kind of a fresh musky kind of a fragrance for a very very hot day, and slightly sweet, feminine. It's literally like you're standing in a garden and you're smelling some fresh florals. So yeah, that's what I get from it. And I just find these three fragrances very very similar to each other, and I would like to say that you go for it and own it, any of these three, only if you like your florals enough. I think that is absolutely unnecessary to mention, because if you are here on this video, that clearly states that you love florals. A very very amazing fragrance from Bath and Body Works that has totally taken my heart, and anybody who has bought it with my recommendation has never gone wrong with it. And I am talking about Bahamas Passion Fruit and Banana Flower. I know it, mentions all these complex things in here that we have hardly smelled, but trust me, it's a sweet, smooth, pulpy, fleshy floral in here. It, to me, gives the fragrance, like somewhere in the background, it gives me the fragrance of frangipani flower, that champaka fool that we get everywhere in India, and very very modern kind of fragrance. It's like a rich woman on a beach, and on that beach there is some spa, and she's on a vacation, and she's coming out of that spa smelling of those good smelling spa products, and then being on a beach and enjoying her vacation and just having a chill time, but then smelling bougie and everything. That is what you get in here on a very very low price, because it's always on discount whenever the sale comes, and it's always there these days. I don't know, I just feel that it wasn't that highlighted before. No, I'm not being proud here, but I have totally created a hype for this fragrance in here, and so many of you have bought it with my recommendation. So yes, whether you are a floral lover or not, you need this in your collection if you want to smell like this. This is just amazing, and I have a backup of this, and I love this old packaging more than the new one. This is like your beautiful tropical colors in here. It's like a very beautiful tropical fragrance. The next body mist is something that I bought just out of curiosity for the affordable body mists, and I can say that I kind of made one or two mistakes. One or two were like really good, but then the other one or two fragrances were like really bad. I'm talking about Water Girl Current Crush. I bought this because you guys have been requesting for Water Girl too much, and another reason that this was a new launch from them. And when I heard the name Current Crush, I was literally like, yes, I'm gonna try it, because fruits give them to me. And if I can get this for around like 199 rupees, why not? This is a fruity fragrance, I'm not saying no to it. It does initially smell a little fruity, but it's more of a very very sweet rose fragrance, which is not mentioned in the notes, but it's so rosy, guys, literally like a fresh sweet rose fragrance in here, which is not bad. I would very honestly like to say that it's slightly synthetic, but it's not bad. It's just that rose is not my thing, and I do not put this on myself because of that slight syntheticness which is in the background. So for that reason, I stay away from it, and it's not a very impressive fragrance. It's a super generic fragrance. So yeah, it's not something that you totally need in your collection, and it's a total pass for me. But since I have it, and I was talking about some florals, so I thought I must mention it again. I received this fragrance after I filmed that video, so that's why I'm mentioning it this way. Beautiful fragrance that has the notes of pink strawberries, peony blooms, and peach nectar. It's so beautiful, guys. It is slightly, very slightly similar to the original Gingham. Like the freshness kind of matches the original Gingham, but other than that, this is like a very very feminine, delicate, floral, sweet, nectar like take on a floral fragrance. This fragrance was like love at first sniff, and I just cannot recommend this enough. If there is one fragrance I would recommend as a sweet, florally, feminine, romantic,
pretty delicate kind of fragrance which you will not go wrong with, then that definitely has to be Gingham Gorgeous. And I do not see an age bar to this. It's more like a fragrance that anybody from a college going girl to an 80-year-old woman or a 100-year-old woman can wear and smell pretty and beautiful and super feminine. So I highly recommend that you go for this gorgeous fragrance in here, and don't sleep on this because it's not worth missing out on. We never know when we will be getting this collection back.
Just because we are talking about florals does not mean that people who love florals cannot have a cozy fragrance. And I am talking about Victoria's Secret's Orange Blossom and Oat Milk. This is a beautiful lactonic floral fragrance in here. Like, the almond blossom is kind of smooth. This is a slightly sweet, smooth, lactonic kind of fragrance, which is definitely lifted by the florals in the background, but those florals are again kind of smooth and dense and not something sharp or harsh. They're really vibing with the whole oat milk facet in this fragrance, and it's just so soothing, guys. It's a very soothing fragrance to be putting on before going to bed, or Netflix and chill and just some meditation time or some me time or book reading time. This is a great fragrance for those times. This is something which you can use even in the summers, and you will not go wrong by putting this on. Trust me, you will just smell like a nice, classy woman enjoying some me time or just some self-love time. That is what it smells like in here. A very interesting floral that I'm going to talk about is Velvet Petals. It literally has petals in the name, so it's a very unique floral fragrance, I would say. It is a blend of velvety florals with some berries and some toasted coconut. It's like a warm and a fuzzy take on a floral fragrance, which is dominantly floral. It's not going to come off as a coconutty fragrance or as a fruity fragrance at all. If you like your florals, this is going to be a very unique and very interesting take on your floral for sure. So do look into this, since I think multiple sales have been popping up on Victoria's Secret website these days. A very affordable fragrance that has pleasantly surprised me being a floral, but still surprising me in terms of the money that I'm paying and the longevity that I'm getting along with the beautiful fragrance. So considering all these three things, this is a very beautiful fragrance, and that is High Street from Armaf. This is a sweet floral honeysuckle fragrance which has the citrusiness to it, and it has the notes of fresh citrus, magnolia, honeysuckle and raspberry. This is a beautiful blend in here which is so easy on your pocket, so long lasting, and it literally smells like a sweet, classy woman walking on the street. The name suggests the fragrance itself. It's a beautiful blend of your sweet florals along with some fresh citrusiness and then some muskiness in the base, which is not mentioned, but it's a very nice fragrance. And no matter how much I try decluttering it, I always keep it back, and I always keep holding back onto it and keeping it in my collection even when I do not wear it. But still, I like sniffing on it every now and then, and for that reason I do not let go of it. So yeah, I really am impressed with High Street, because on the days when I was trying this fragrance, it stayed on me, like literally stayed on me all day, and I had sprayed just 1 or 2 sprays. So it's, even after being a body mist, it literally performs like a good performing perfume. And the last floral that I would like to talk about, which is a blend of vanilla and florals, and that is Vanilla Vibes from Plum. Now, I am not a fan of this, okay? I'm not a fan of this. I'll tell you why. It's a very synthetic fragrance in here, and this and Warm Vanilla Sugar from Bath & Body Works are very similar. Either go for the EDP version, the perfume version of Vanilla Vibes from Plum, or you go for Warm Vanilla Sugar from Bath & Body Works, because that is like a less synthetic and very similar. They both have very similar. They are the peppy, bright, fresh kind of sweet vanilla fragrance in here, which has a warm vanilla to it, but the florals are kind of lifting it and making it a little peppy. So That's the fragrance in here, but I would not suggest you to buy this. I would rather tell you to buy Warm Vanilla Sugar from Bath and Body Works or buy the Vanilla Vibes perfume. So don't go for the body mist version. I would again and again like to say that. That was the last one. That ends my list for floral body mists in my collection. If you're still here watching me and liking me, don't forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up down below. Keep looking beautiful, keep smelling good. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day all. Bye bye. Mwah.